Hey everyone, in today's video we're going over the changes to the Crypto Earn program that will be officially happening on April 4th. So we're going to cover those changes and what you should do moving forward. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Ben. I've made over 6 figures trading crypto and I'm on a journey to 10K a month of passive income to spend more time with friends and family, and I want to help you all do the same. Let's go. Story time. So I danced to Beyonce songs in my high school talent show, and if you want to see proof of that, look up White Boy Beyonce Ben Phair, and that's Phair. I love dancing and I've always enjoyed it. I feel like I'm pretty good at it and always have fun time being goofy. So for this talent show, which I have done more than one, I bought rip-off pants from Walmart just for the dance, and I left the tag on them so that I could return them after. In the practice, I ripped them off and they told me that you can't do that for the real thing because I was wearing these like booty shorts underneath and they weren't within the dress code standards. And I said, yeah, okay, I won't do it. But then I said, screw it, I'm gonna do it anyways and not tell anyone that I was gonna rip them off. So I ripped those suckers off and the crowd went wild, and no one complained or even got me in trouble for it. It was such a blast, and if you want a good laugh and to see a little bit more of my personality, go check out that video. All right, back to the video. So Crypto.com announced some changes to Crypto Earn a couple days ago, probably a couple weeks ago by the time that you see this video, and it's some pretty big changes happening to the Crypto Earn program. So let's check out the page that shows these changes. Here it was March 4th, which is a couple days ago, probably a week or two ago when you see this, and here's the Crypto Earn new updates. So what are these changes? Assets allocated to flexible turns will not count toward the fixed term tier allocation quota, which this is the big change, the tier rates. So tier 1 rate, full rates are applicable to a quota of USD of $30,000 allocated to fixed terms. Allocations that exceed $30,000 USD will receive 0.5 times the full reward rates. So this is a huge change. This is like the tier systems that they have for exchanges like Celsius and BlockFi. So what this means is when you reach a certain amount of coins or dollar amount, you'll get a different rate after that amount of coins or USD. So this new change for Crypto Earn is for fixed terms of 1 month or 3 month over $30,000 equivalent will be reduced by 50%. So any amount over $30,000, the rates will be 50% of what their full rate is. Now this means if you have $35,000 being staked in Crypto Earn, so let's say it's at 10%, which that's one of the new rates for this, and you can see that here. Some of the coins stayed the same, but a lot of them changed. Like Bitcoin was these exact same percentages as before. Ethereum was 4.5, Crow's the same, Polkadot and Matic changed a little bit. They were 8, 10, and 12.5%. Now it's 6% for flexible. Solana, I think, had an increase, and AVAX, I'm not quite sure. It might have had an increase as well. So stablecoins used to be 8, 10, and 12% for people holding a Royal Indigo card or Jade Green card. And then I think for Ruby Steel, it was 6, 8, and 10%. So it's actually a lot different because flexible, it's 4% instead of 8% or instead of 6. And that's a huge difference. So if you had like $100,000 staking on there, your rate would be half of 12%, which would be 6%. And so as you have more and more money, your average rate will just go lower and lower and lower. Flexible would actually be a lot better choice at certain points. With these new rates, it's a little bit different. And so I did make a chart where you can kind of see. And so I have the 3 month, 1 month flexible, and I just use USDC, Crow, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Polkadot, and BNB. So the percentage rate to 30,000, so this is the highest percentage that you can get, and then the rate after 30,000, which is half of that, except for flexible, it's going to be the same. And then this is the part that you can mess with, the USD equivalent. So you can change this to like 1 million and you'll see the rate go down. So this is like the combined rates based on this amount. And so you can see it's going closer to that 5%. The more that you're staking, the lower this will go. If you're staking 50,000, well, you're just gonna get that 5%, but you're still getting 8% on average. The more that you're staking, the lower that this rate will go until it's close to the 5%. So that's the basis of how this works. And there's actually 2 examples where it would be a better idea to stake flexible, and that is for Ethereum and Polkadot. If you're staking on 1 month with Ethereum, half of the 5% is 2.5%, which is lower than the flexible. And then for Polkadot, 10% is 5%, which is lower than the flexible at 6%. And so the max amount for Ethereum is about $150,000 or less. And if you're staking more than that, then it's a better idea just to do flexible or to be doing the 3-month lockup. And then Polkadot, it's the same, it's $150,000 or less. And when you are staking on the 1 month or the 3 month, I explained this in a previous video, but there's a strategy that I really like to use where you split up whatever amount you're staking into 4 sections. And after a month, each week you'll get back a fourth of your crypto. And for this spreadsheet, I only made it for the staking of the Royal Indigo card or the Jade Green card. So if you had $4,000 or more, these are the rates that you'd have. But if you would like me to make another chart below with the Ruby Steel, I can definitely do that and add it to here. And this will also be in the description if you want to download this spreadsheet that I created. Now, these new crypto earn rates have made a lot of people upset, including myself, because I knew that they would eventually change the rates, but not so quickly and so drastically. My plan was, once I hit $1 million, was to stake USDC at 12% for 3-month lockup periods, and that would get me my 10K a month of passive income, but now it wouldn't even be close. I'll get closer to 5% back, and that'll be about $4 grand a month. So in order to get my goal of 10K a month, I would need about 2.5 million. I believe the reason for this change is because they've been so hyper focused on growth of their platform, and since they've been growing so fast, they have to cut rates for it to be sustainable. Of course, this is gonna upset a lot of loyal customers, but something that they have to do, and I personally believe the rates will continue to go lower. That being said, I think it's a good idea to have your crypto diversified on these platforms. So what I'm gonna be doing once I do have more than this staking on here is I'm gonna be sending more over to my Celsius, to my Nexo. If the rest of them follow with a 30K limit or something similar, well, you could use all 5 of these exchanges and have $150,000 at the maximum rates instead of just $30,000. So my plan moving forward is to start moving more money across to Celsius, Nexo, BlockFi, Voyager, and even KuCoin. Celsius has become one of my favorite places to stake, and I really enjoy the platform overall, and I'll be using it a lot more. The one downside as of right now, in my opinion, is for staking Bitcoin and Ethereum on there, because you have to stake a certain amount of coins before the rate gets cut in half, which might be where Crypto.com got the idea from. I haven't made a Voyager account yet, and I have a BlockFi account, but I haven't really used it at all. Those are 2 that I really want to create and dive into and see how they compare to the rest. Kraken is another exchange I really want to create because I have a buddy that trades there and he loves the whole setup for trading and also how much you can earn staking certain coins. I remember you could earn like 20 to 23% staking Kava on there. Overall, this news can be pretty upsetting, and these changes make you have to switch up your game plan and adapt. This is something that you have to do in crypto often and be ready for changes. This doesn't change my goals at all. I just know that 10K a month of passive income will be a lot harder than my original plan would be. I have to adapt and be ready for those types of changes because I'm sure they'll be happening in other exchanges in the coming years. If you like this video, you should check out my video on Crypto.com walkthrough, tutorial, and how to avoid hidden fees. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, as always, keep it in the green.